Come on, do it.
Yowie, wowie.
Now shake those hips. And do the muscle man dance. Just follow my boys. You don't really have a choice. And pull up your pants. Do the muscle man dance. Now wiggle your behind.
So I'd rather watch 3 hours of this than whatever they do on Raw.
I know, right? He's like the best thing they got going right now in the WWE.
I'm curious to see where they're going with it. But
To the point now that my 4-year-old son today, I actually at one point heard him in the other room playing, and he was singing the Firefly Funhouse theme song. It get better than that. We're at the Firefly Funhouse.
yeah.
I will always light the way.
Well, as you folks can already tell, this is the War Report. We're missing a few people in action, but we got myself. My name's Eric. We got Kat. We got Ryan, and we got a good show coming up for you. We're mainly going to talk about Takeover because Takeover was awesome, like it always is. Did not disappoint. What are your thoughts?
It's as usual. You can put 5 matches on a card, watch the entire show, and be entertained from start. Like you even said, like, we do our pick'ems. You don't even give a fuck if you won the pick'ems or not by the time it's over.
I only got one right, and I don't even care because it was freaking awesome.
It's from start to finish. There wasn't a bad thing to complain about. I mean, even Tyler Breeze looked good for a change,
Tyler Breeze looks like a damn star when he goes back to NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has to do with a lot with the booking, though.
Yeah.
They booked him.
It does, but he's relevant in NXT.
It just goes to show you how talented he really is and how underutilized he was on the main roster.
You know what's amazing? If they had mid-card title in NXT when Tyler was there, he would have been champion.
Absolutely. And he would have totally deserved it because the kid is really good.
I love the gimmick. The selfie stick and everything.
Yeah, he's presented as a big deal. But yeah, what did they opened with what? Was Roderick Strong versus
Matt Riddle.
Great showcase. It was the only match that didn't have a championship on the line, but it was just I knew
very good end with
like I chose Roderick to win, even though he didn't, and even though I knew he wouldn't, but I was just thinking about other things. So I was like doing more towards
to pick him and have Undisputed Era just clean out the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the second pay-per-view in a row that he's won now, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's 2 in a row now. It was part of the reason why I picked him.
Riddle did not win against Velveteen Dream for the North American title.
Yeah.
But that was 2 shows ago. That wasn't the last show. The last show, Dream didn't wrestle at all. Which is the other thing. They showcase everybody.
Yeah.
It's not 10 matches of the same people you see every single week. There's a different storyline going with every NXT show.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's, people could say, "Oh, it's just match." It's not just matches. There's back story. There's storylines, and there's stuff going on leading up to these matches. They don't just throw a match together for the hell of it.
Also, you don't see the match 20 times up until the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's true too.
Exactly. And
look, I understand that it's harder to produce a 3-hour show. Like when you're doing I'm talking about like a Raw or something. I get that, or a long WWE pay-per-view. I get that, but isn't that maybe the problem, that it's too much?
Still recovering from WrestleMania, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, I feel like I'm still watching it.
Isn't that the truth?
Back at least.
But that was a very good opener. Both men looked really good. Strong even still looks strong. No pun intended.
Sorry, I appreciate the pun.
Even in the loss, you know. And Matt Riddle's just awesome. I loved that entrance with the flop coming off and his whole thing. And he's a badass too.
Yep.
He's so laid back, but he could go.
Love the bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just it was a great match. I mean, that match probably would get a 4 out of 5 stars. Easy.
I'd give it that. Moving along, though, we got the NXT Tag Title match.
Oh my God!
See, that one I got wrong, but I'm okay.
Yeah,
me too.
I got that wrong.
Well, you know what? The funny thing is, I picked the most obscure team to win. And I'll tell you why. I picked Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch.
Yeah.
Which we can agree is the most obscure team to choose for this, right?
Yep.
The reason I chose them is because I was thinking it was going to be a quick title run, and then Undisputed Era was going to win them again. Because I thought that I feel like by the end of the year, Undisputed Era is going to hold all the gold. That's why I chose Strong over Riddle, so then he could get the shot at the North American title. But they could easily transition into that anyway. But this match, all the teams brought it.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Easily.
Like I seen Undisputed Era winning it. I would have been pissed if the Forgotten Sons won, which they teased it and everybody was pissed. But then there was that. What's his name? He used to be Gunner in TNA, whatever his name is. He came in to get involved, and they all beat the crap out of him with the ladder.
The Forgotten Sons.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was his interaction coming in, and
you had to know what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But man, are people excited for the freaking Street Profits, man?
Yep.
Oh God!
Because nobody saw that coming.
No, nobody. I would have never.
Awesome.
Not trying to be mean, but I wouldn't have predicted them.
I don't think anybody in that arena. I don't think anyone on our pick. I don't think anybody had them picked to be the ones to win that, and you could feel that.
That was a great moment. And you know what's funny, because they really won me over, because like initially when the first came out, I was like, oh, Crime Time 2.0.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I thought. But then they're like, these guys are awesome. And Montez Ford has got so much charisma.
Yep.
I think that's what does it, is the charisma of the two.
Yeah, and I saw a little video of Bianca watching them, and she's married to Montez Ford. So,
oh, is she?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so I saw a reaction of hers watching. Crowd, everybody loved it. That moment, it was a great moment.
Ryan, are you drinking a Mike's Lemonade?
Yeah.
Mike's Hard Lemonade. Brought to you by Take Me a Date.
Yep. If you want some hard lemonade, go there.
Can you imagine that being
there was some great spots, and the thing, like Montez gets some height on that splash he does. My goodness. And even Dawkins got like out of everybody did their spots, and man, and God damn, Kyle O'Reilly got hit on his back with that ladder so many times that he was like bruised.
Actually, there was one person who picked Street Profits from the group. Steve.
Nice.
Steve.
Let's put Steve over.
Good job, boss man.
Was that his only point? No.
But man, it was just incredible. Like I have no complaints, zero complaints. Then they went into the Velveteen Dream versus
Tyler Breeze.
Tyler Breeze for the North American Championship. Like we said, Breeze looked like a star.
Breeze is a star.
Breeze is a star.
And Dream always looks like a star.
But you know what? This is what pisses me off. I don't mean to interrupt you guys, but there was a lot of talk on the internet and a lot of people, and these are people that obviously are not big NXT fans or don't go down NXT. Why the hell are you wasting Velveteen Dream on Tyler Breeze? Oh my gosh, it's going to be a squash. You know anything?
I think they're newer to the NXT scene.
Exactly, but they were trashing it, and I was like,
Yeah.
what is wrong with you people? Like, now if it was Fandango, I would understand, but
But you could put Zack Ryder on NXT and he'd look like a star too.
Yeah.
Zack Ryder, yeah,
Although he is a current tag team champion right now.
it's a New York thing. Zack Ryder,
Long Island boys. We saw all our Long Island boys win the gold at WrestleMania.
that's right.
Both teams have been kind of MIA for past 3 weeks on Raw.
Yeah.
As well as the
Stupid crap on Raw right now.
War Raiders that they brought up and dropped the tag team titles.
Where the hell is
Still
it?
MIA.
Yeah.
I don't know why they brought them up if they're going to just disappear like that.
We got Drew chasing Drake or whatever, or Rockstar Spud or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, Rockstar Spud chasing R-Truth.
Chasing our truth. We have no AOP. We have like nothing. So
AOP, aren't they
Well, one of them
just
did.
waiting for storyline? I saw that they got cleared.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they got cleared. So that's what I'm saying. They're waiting for storyline. Okay,
Yeah.
do something. Bring back Paul. Please.
And meanwhile, they have the War Raiders like lay down their NXT tag team titles, and they haven't been clean on Raw for weeks at a time. So couldn't they have been like replaced, like the Forgotten Sons in that match, and then done the
Just take them back.
or just drop them there, or they should drop them to Street Profits in the first place.
It would have been a great way of dropping them without actually losing.
That's true too.
Exactly.
That way they
That's
still look dominant. That's why they laid them down. But
Not saying in the ladder match there wouldn't be a pinfall.
yeah, I got that match wrong too. The Tyler Breeze Velveteen Dream match is the only one I got right.
That's the only one you got right. Seriously?
Yeah, I knew Dream was going to retain. Then what was that? The women's title.
Yep.
I chose Io to win the belt.
Yeah. Same here.
No, I took Shayna Baszler.
Every time I go against Shayna, she wins. The one time I chose for her to win, she lost to Kairi Sane.
Yeah.
But you know what? If they make Shayna drop the belt, they're going to try and move her up. And there's no spot for her right now where she's going to be the way that she should. Like, I mean, they brought up Nikki how many months ago? And
I'll throw an issue with that. The way she should doesn't matter to Vince, obviously.
Right. That's true.
Maybe
Vince wants her, she'll grab them.
Maybe that's why they keep giving her wins and having her keep the belt.
But with Asuka, she still had the belt in an undefeated streak, and that didn't matter.
Right.
But she did get injured.
But there was a reason. Yeah, there was more reason with her.
I just remembered the injury.
Yeah.
I think Shayna's going to be the one to actually drop it to someone, unlike Asuka or Paige.
Yeah.
Right.
But again, like you just said, there's a good chance she's going to end up on the main roster and then do nothing, and then they'll do nothing with her.
The only way I could see them actually bringing up Shayna, when they do bring up Shayna, is if by chance it's like around the same time like Ronda Rousey is going to return or something.
Yeah, I would love to see a double 4 horsewoman Survivor Series match.
Exactly.
Or at Mania.
Especially with the Sasha situation up in the air.
Who's right? Oh, Sasha.
Especially with Sasha's situation up in the air, because we really don't know what's going on. But I thought the women's title match was very good too.
I think you could sub someone in for Sasha. It's not like they don't have enough women to.
Yeah. The only thing I found odd about the women's title match that they had was that Io tapped, and then she went crazy on Shayna afterwards with the chair or whatever.
I think it was a kendo stick.
And then, so like, it's weird for her displaying the heel tactics after the,
after the tap out.
I think the reason they did that is because they're probably going to lead to a rematch between them in some kind of hardcore stipulation.
That would be good.
Like a false count
You think
anywhere.
it would make more sense for them to get interference into a tap out? Then she'd have a reason to go crazy with the kendo.
Right, because she really, if you think about it, the other girls, they didn't actually do anything at all.
Right.
Unlike other title matches where they actually stepped in and.
Yeah.
It's probably a way to keep the feud going.
But it was a good match, and Shayna's a beast,
She is.
I love her.
Queen of Spades. I'm telling you, I envision this like future stable of women that has to do with like the cards, because Natty is the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
Shane is the Queen of Spades, so we need the Queen of Diamonds and the Queen of
Queen of Kings.
What's the other set in
Diamonds, spades, aces. I mean,
Spades, diamonds, hearts.
Shamrock.
Diamonds, hearts, spades, and whatever the other one is. Yeah.
Stumping the panel right there.
I mean, shit.
I'm a player too.
Sasha could be the Queen of Diamonds. I mean, at this anybody, but the clubs, right? So, I mean, I don't know. That's just me thinking ahead, but like, but yeah, and I agree, and I think they still need Shayna in NXT as well.
Yeah, they can't afford to lose her yet.
Bianca Belair is going back. She was basically briefly. She was only a babyface in the feud with Shayna. Other than that, she's back to being a heel again. And she's the other big bad, and she's in the thing with Mia Yim now, which is kind of cool. And with gone, that's why Io is. But then you got Candice LeRae, who I think they're gonna do something with, and that's Mrs. Gargano.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
You know what?
I don't like her.
I like her. She's fine.
I don't know what it is, but there's something about her. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it.
Because other than like, what other women are really relevant in NXT right now? Like they got this tag team with Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah that they've been trying to do.
Right.
But I don't frankly care about either.
Well, that's just pulling up the women. And that's a problem. They're trying to do this, the evolution of women, and like this women's revolution, evolution, whatever you want to call it. That's fine, but you have nothing for them when they come up.
Yeah, it's like I didn't understand why, like when the Riot Squad came up, like was like not even anything in NXT at the time.
Like, I'm sorry, I haven't been on in a couple of weeks, so I don't know what was said or anything about this. I had this debate with Big Heck. He surprised everybody. And I said, Lacey Evans ain't winning. And everyone disagreed with me. I'm like, they're not going to call her up and spend all this on her to lose. Yes, she didn't have anything for her. They couldn't afford to lose Becky as the champion.
Yeah, they did all this thing for WrestleMania. You can't just,
Yeah, so like I said, they called Lacey. Lacey's annoying. I don't like her. I still don't think she's doing anything great or whatever. And they invested all this in her, and she still didn't win the belt.
Yeah, and look, I don't look at it like, oh, she's doing her job. She's a good heel. I'm like, no, she's a channel changer for me. I don't care about her. I mute like Baron Corbin. I mute him or I shut it off.
I like her. I
didn't even watch Raw at all.
The gimmick alone, but outside of that, there isn't much to her.
I'm sorry.
It didn't help that she lost to Becky after all that build.
Charlotte last night was stupid.
Yeah, that too.
It's if you have nothing for her and pulling the Emma, the Lana, whatever, I'm gonna come out and wave and tease everybody for this amount of time. Then I'm gonna go after the women's champion. I'm gonna beat Natalya on my shoulder. A
So she
wrestling.
can show off her stupid little hat, whatever she's wearing that week, you know.
Oh, that. I'm gonna take
One
that.
week she looked like the mom from Beetlejuice, you know, like the stepmom.
Yes! Oh my God, that is perfect.
That was around WrestleMania weekend, I think.
I think I saw Melania Trump wearing the same thing, you know, getting off the plane with Donald yesterday.
She had the tilted, like, full hat.
It looks like it's like Blanche Devereaux in her 20s. Okay,
Yeah, like, I'm like, shit, I was taken aboard that hat once.
I
That's how big these stupid things are.
can't take it. I really.
But real quick, before we transition into Raw and current events and everything, we got the main event, Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano. Adam Cole, like the crowd was ready for him. And
Yeah.
I chose Johnny to retain. I don't know why, but I am more than happy with the Cole, baby.
See, when I chose Johnny Gargano, I didn't know that Tommaso Ciampa had been cleared. Had I had known that beforehand, I would have chosen Adam Cole.
Oh, I would have done that as well, but they didn't reveal that till the Takeover pre-show.
And there's no take back. So I'm like, okay, yeah, because now I'm hoping like DIY shows up on Raw or SmackDown or something. But
Yeah, see, because again, the reason I chose Gargano to retain was because I was picturing all of the Undisputed Era to win at the SummerSlam Takeover, all the belts.
Yeah.
Right. It seemed premature.
And then, like, it just, I feel like it would be kind of dumb to not have them all have the belts at the same time, yet the Street Profits just won, and I don't want them to have a short reign.
Right.
They got their picture with Triple H. It's not going to be a long run. I mean, short run.
Yeah. That's why I chose Lorcan and Birch, because that would have been a
easy transition.
Yeah. And then I thought they would have built up the Street Profits a little more by the time they win the belts.
Yeah,
but
when Undisputed Era is ready to be called up, they're ready to take their place.
Yeah. And now that we have DIY back together on the same page, they could go for the tag belts again there. Well, if they stay in NXT.
Yeah, that's a big if. What if Gargano goes up to the main roster while he's being challenged?
Yep.
Because remember, yeah, that's true too, because they don't necessarily have to be involved with each other, because Ciampa still got unfinished business in NXT, considering he didn't actually lose the title.
Yeah.
But I can't see him coming up, putting him up there, both putting him up on the roster, then going back. Like I said, the only reason that Johnny Gargano basically kind of went back down was one, because he still had the belt, and two, what they wanted to do with him with Tommaso wasn't happening.
Yeah, I mean, because the original plan was those two at the WrestleMania Takeover.
Mm-hmm.
And Tommaso got injured, and then they had to drop the belt. And then,
well, it felt like they were going to have the match at Takeover, which was the one where Gargano won the title.
Mhm.
It would have been off Ciampa instead of.
Right, yeah. I think that was the
because
original.
They set it up with the Dusty Rhodes tag tournament.
And then that's why I thought it was kind of a nice touch when Gargano won at Takeover. Then Ciampa comes out and they all hug each other, and
What would have been better is if they just cut the Gargano getting attacked by Ciampa and just act like it didn't happen, since it was already in the can. You can just cut it.
Yeah, because the thing, the one last thing leading up to what was supposed to be that match at Takeover was when they lost the tag match, and she was going to do the same thing he did to Gargano, but Gargano blocked it, and then
he played possum and
then pushed him into the whole, and did his thing. So, since Ciampa was injured and we didn't know if he was to wrestle again, honestly.
Yeah.
Right.
So for him to come out like that. So,
it made sense to just kill that and then continue to build it and have that moment down the road.
Yeah.
Whether Ciampa's heel or face, he misses Goldie, he misses Goldie. So
I love that name for it.
I'm looking forward to other stuff at NXT. And look at it like this. And not that it would have been a bad match, but I think they were originally building to Dream versus Dijak. But Dijak got injured, so they gave it to, they had Tyler Breeze. But like, I want to see more of like Keith Lee now that he's back again. He needs to have a takeover match.
Yeah.
He's one of those. He's got charisma, and he's got moves for a big guy that he shouldn't have business doing, but he does. From what I understand, he and Mia Yim are a thing, an item.
I heard that too.
And not only that, Mia Yim is also best friends with Shelton Benjamin.
That's a good best friend to have.
Yeah. The gold standard of best friends, if you will.
I wouldn't mind having that as a best friend, let me tell you. No offense against you, Eric.
Drop me for Shelton Benjamin. That's okay.
Going up for that gold standard.
Yeah.
No,
Hey, that's okay.
Eric will always be a gold standard for me.
Because look, don't get me wrong, because I'm a Mia Yim fan, and I'm digging it. But you know.
So you take Mia, I'll take Shelton. We good?
There you go.
Hope Justin's not listening.
You've already got your Justin, so you know.
I hope he's not listening, but you know, we're good. He knows about
It's your +1.
He knows about my celebrity pass list. It's okay.
Everybody's got it.
Shawn Michaels right at the top of that list.
There you go.
With hair.
Takeover again was excellent, like it always is. It disappoints. I don't really remember ever being disappointed by a takeover. At least not wholly, you know.
I gotta give it 1 of 10. I really do.
I'd go good 9, 10. It's never been bad.
For those people who want to, you know, compare it to Double or Nothing, you really can't do that yet.
It's a different show.
Yeah, it's a different show.
It's an entirely different show. And not for nothing, Double or Nothing was awesome. I have never seen anything like that.
Yeah, it was great, but it wasn't perfect either.
No. But I have never, ever seen anything like NXT. And I have been watching wrestling well a good, I'm going to date myself, 35 years now. And I have never seen anything that brings the talent like what the main roster has, because the main roster does have talent with the exception of a few. The storylines, and it keeps going. The storylines keep going like how it used to go 25, 30 years ago when we were watching.
Well, because they asked Triple H, they're like, someone's like, they had one of those call-ins, and someone said like, how are you responding to AEW? And he's like, I'm concentrating on what NXT is going to produce for TakeOver this weekend. I got my mind set on that. Not even thinking about that.
You hear they're going head to head?
Well, actually, the NXT, the next TakeOver, the UK TakeOver is going to be.
It's the UK.
Yeah, I know. Still, it's going head to head. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, as All Out, and I think doesn't New Japan have something that day too?
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
I think New Japan is the exact same day also too, but that time zone wise might be a little bit different.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. Because I'm conflicted because, you know, obviously I want to see All Out because it's going to have the title is going to be decided between Jericho and Hangman Page, and then Omega is going to fight John Moxley, Dean Ambrose, whatever you want to call him. And that, oh man, I'm excited. And then, not only that, Cody and Dustin versus the Young Bucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could possibly be for those tag titles they have.
Well, see, here's the good thing that you get to look forward to, though. You can watch that, and then you can watch NXT on the WWE Network later for $9.99.
Right. And NXT UK, I don't know if you've been. I do.
I do.
What's his name? Walter is now heel.
Yep.
Leading this faction with I forgot, Fabian Eichner and Marcel Bartel.
Marcel Bartel, yeah.
And it's really cool, and I kind of like it. And Walter's just a freaking beast. And now they got them. They could have them versus Strong Style. And now I'm thinking like after done, like who's going to be the one to ultimately take down Walter? Because I'd imagine Walter's going to be an UK champion for quite a while.
Oh yeah, he's not going anywhere.
So I'm trying to figure out who they're going to lead to.
It's so up in the air with what they got though, because they have such a wide card too.
Yeah. Now,
Such a wide variety.
is like it's not quite. It still needs a little more time to marinate, but it's doing its thing. I enjoyed their first takeover. Now where's this takeover? Cardiff. I don't know wherever Cardiff is.
I don't know.
The first one was in Blackpool, I believe.
Blackpool, I know that.
But I mean, there's great talent there. I like guys like Dave Mastiff, who's that big dude but can move.
Mm-hmm.
Cruiserweight, and then tag champs and the Mustache Mountain are always great, and
I love them.
And Mark Andrews and guys like that. And they put Cassius Ohno in there just because. Why not? And then on NXT they got Kushida now.
Yeah.
On regular NXT. Oh, the women's scene in NXT UK is actually picking up because fucking Jazzy's back. Jazzy Gambert, the huge. I'm so happy. So
I know, that's amazing.
She's going to be a thing because Rhea Ripley already had her moment as the dominant heel, so it's going to be Jazzy's turn. And Toni Storm is still, doing her thing, and you're building up other women like Nina Samuels and Ginny and Killer Kelly and all these other women.
So I'm saying they got a great
Piper Niven, all these good women.
They have an amazing product.
And I'm in love with Toni Storm.
Oh, I do too.
But Rhea Ripley is also, I really enjoy her too. There's actually there's a picture of Rhea in like a bikini. I'm like, well, where's she been hiding that body? Because what she wears, you can't tell. And she's young too. She's only like 22 or something. I'm
going to leave that all to you, sweetheart. I got nothing.
Yeah. She could rip me anytime.
Oh my God.
I'll tell you that.
Oh boy. And on that note.
Look, I did not, for the first time in a long time, I did not watch Raw at all. And I don't even care. It's not must-see TV anymore.
Did you watch Beach Shazam?
I forgot about that. Well, I had company this weekend anyway, but I got to get caught up with that. But
it was a better Raw last night than it was the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. But it was the go-home show for the Super Show.
Saudi Arabia show? Okay.
Yeah. So it was better, but it's still not, like you said, must-see TV. It's not even close to being there yet.
And I'll tell you what, they've got WWE, they have got balls to promote this Saudi Arabia show as equal to or possibly better than WrestleMania. That's some balls right there.
They have to do that.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of money. So.
You know how much money that is invested in this show?
Yeah, I know.
If they have it over there, what the fans do, then to see the ratings, what could happen here on the WWE network for it, you have to book it like that. It's like the same thing with the greatest Royal Rumble. That Royal Rumble sucked. Titus O'Neil is living proof of that. But,
nothing came of it. Look at Braun. Nothing.
The best moment is Titus falling underneath the ring.
That was the highlight of the night.
Braun winning for me.
It's
was
not
my favorite.
What?
Yeah, I did too.
I liked Braun, but it meant nothing. That's what I mean.
Right.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
Nothing. It's like calling Shane the best in the world from the Australia show.
Yeah, that tournament. Yeah.
Nothing.
Just seeing Braun win something was nice.
Yes, absolutely.
That's true.
But
and look,
Royal Rumble 4 months earlier if they actually did their job.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
these people in Saudi Arabia were asking for Yokozuna and the Ultimate Warrior. You know, guys
What,
have been
this
there for
Friday?
quite a while. That's a
Wait,
real thing.
Necromancy isn't quite there yet, but we're gonna get there.
Wait, you're joking. They didn't ask for that for this week.
No. Back in the Greatest Royal Rumble
Originally.
time.
No.
Originally, yeah, they asked for, "Who do you want to see?" And they're like, Yokozuna, the Ultimate Warrior. They're like, those guys are been dead for a while.
Now that
Those aren't amongst the living.
no. See, that is the ultimate casket match.
There
Yeah.
you go.
You know what annoys me though is that when you watch that, like if you go back and watch the Rumble or whatever,
They never even wrestled each other.
I don't think they did. But if you watch that, like it looked like half the time some of the people weren't even fucking watching the matches.
Yeah.
They weren't in the seats.
It bothered me.
The
Like,
ringside
they
was
couldn't care less.
interesting
They're
with the
paying
seats.
all this money for it. The whole,
Because
fucking dirty Saudi Arabian oil money and shit.
The Princess Bride is used up.
Women and everything.
and for the record, for anyone that's listening, we have nothing against Saudi Arabia. We just have a problem with this.
I'm more offended by Raw, honestly, more than Saudi Arabia at this point.
That's pretty good.
No, but really, like this show, like the other Saudi Arabia shows, and even the one in Australia, they don't mean anything.
No, they're point.
I don't give a shit.
Do you know how pissed of a 10-year-old I have that this is airing while she's in school?
I'm kind of annoyed that I'm gonna be getting out of work and it's gonna be airing.
She's
It's
so
Friday,
pissed.
right?
Yeah, but it starts at like 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon. So she's like, Mom, we're watching that Friday night. I'm like, Friday night, it's starting while you're in school. And she's like, no. She was so upset.
Well, tell her to stay off social media so she doesn't get.
Yeah.
She doesn't take her phone with her to school. She's not allowed. So
Okay, good.
I was actually gonna say,
Good
for
job,
once,
Kat.
don't
Good
sneak a
job.
look at your phone.
and no, she's not allowed to take her cell phone to school with her until she goes to middle school next year. And that's only solely for the purposes of me being able to get in contact with her.
Right. Makes
Okay.
sense.
While we're here and present, let's do our proverbial pick'em.
Okay, can I just say one thing though?
Shoot.
You didn't see it, Eric, so I'll give it to you, Ryan. How interesting was it that they actually brought Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch kind of together last night?
It was interesting that they actually acknowledged it on
Because
screen.
when he got his ass kicked, she jumped in the ambulance.
Yeah.
That was kind of interesting for a change.
It was a good show not tell.
Yeah, so we all know how well that relationship is going to go because they wrote it in as a storyline. So, shit.
Because honestly, last week the only thing I liked about it when fucking Brock came out with the
Yeah.
dancing and
Brock
shit. I mean,
Brock's-
that's fucking brilliant. And Heyman with the air guitar in the background. So we're gonna do our pick'ems for the whatever what is it called? Are they also calling it Super Showdown or
Yeah.
It is called Super Showdown.
So I guess like the main match is we'll go through that.
We'll go straight down.
Okay.
Triple H and Orton.
Triple H.
Oh, that is a tough one because it can go either way without either.
Batista at the other one, so I'm like,
It's his show. Come on.
yeah, that's true. I mean, honestly, I could see it going either way. I'm probably still going to pick Triple H. So
I'll
He's
go
the
Orton.
COO, the CEO. He's the head bitch in charge. Triple H. Come on.
he's
I
the
can see Orton
LMFAO.
easily. I mean, what does Triple H have to lose? It's not like his career's on the line, right?
Exactly.
Right, like it was against Batista at WrestleMania.
Well,
it really wasn't.
poor muscle, like when he was in the match with Shawn.
Yeah, and let's be honest, a loss to Orton's not going to do anything to Orton anyway at this point in his career.
Either of them could lose in it.
Yeah. So what else is there?
50-man battle royale.
There's a 50-man battle royal.
Yeah, just like last year.
Again, I don't know, and I don't care. I don't. I mean, like, what could they give it? I suppose they could give it to Braun again, but why?
I don't. All right.
It's not going to lead to anything anyway.
Do you have a list of who's in it? I don't even know who the hell is in this.
I don't know
they announced everybody yet.
Huh?
I said I don't think they announced everybody yet.
All right, so I'm going to pick someone that's not announced yet.
I'm going to throw in a wild card, Mojo Rawley.
All right, why not?
Why
I don't
not?
think it's going to mean anything, but
Yeah. Again, yeah, it doesn't really matter who wins it at this point.
okay. Goldberg and Undertaker.
Undertaker.
I don't know. Probably Undertaker, but
I want to say Undertaker, but I could see Goldberg.
WrestleMania, then definitely Taker. But I still think it's going to be Undertaker.
I don't think that the Undertaker is going to travel all the way to Saudi Arabia to lose.
I would say that about Goldberg.
But Goldberg is signing a contract apparently for more chances.
A big Jew in Saudi Arabia. Huh?
Undertaker's contract is that limited contract. He can go wherever the hell he wants, write his gimmicks, do whatever the fuck he wants when he wants.
Yeah.
Goldberg is apparently signing on the dotted line.
Yeah. And plus, the Jews got to lose in Saudi Arabia.
Shoot.
Okay. Braun Strowman and Lashley.
Oh, okay. That's what Braun's doing. That's right. They had.
Yep, that's what. But I'm sure both of them will still be in the Rumble.
In the Battle Royal, yeah. What
round up to 50.
Their arm wrestling thing or something?
Yeah, that was stupid.
I didn't catch it.
This match, I don't know. Braun, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't.
After last night, it has to be Braun after last night because Bobby Lashley threw the chalk in his face and beat the crap out of Braun Strowman after Braun Strowman won.
Yeah.
Well, Braun Strowman is the odd man. Bobby Lashley got the one-up last night. So
right. So I'd say
traditional booking would have them.
Correct.
Honestly, I would say Braun no matter what. Anyway.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Finn Balor as the Demon versus Andrade.
For the is the belt on the line?
Yep. IC title.
Balor.
Yeah,
but the match is going to be really good, though, I would think.
Next.
Well, now here's the question. Are they letting Zelina Vega go out with Andrade, or is she not allowed to be there?
That's a good question. I'm assuming she probably wouldn't be.
Because it was amazing at the other Saudi show that Renee Young was actually able to commentate during that.
But she's fully clothed sitting at ringside.
Right. Yeah, they're not going to.
They're not allowed to be active participants.
Right. Well, you saw what Alexa and Sasha wore in Abu Dhabi when they had that match, right?
Yeah.
And they were all covered up. Right.
So that's true. Maybe they will let Zelina Vega now.
As long as she's pretty much covered up to the neck,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Roman Reigns.
You see some ankle,
we can't have any of that hot ankle action going on.
Those wrists, oh my God.
There'd be riots in there. I mean,
yeah,
couldn't contain themselves over those hot wrists and ankles. And God forbid we get some cankle action.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. What else do we have?
We got Shane and Reigns.
Roman.
Roman.
Yeah.
You think
I can't see.
They're going to ride this out to SummerSlam.
You think they're going to ride this out to SummerSlam?
Yep.
That's just
a
prediction.
We got pay-per-view in a couple weeks, even after.
Fair enough. I don't really care though.
Yeah.
Actually, I agree with that. Justin's like they're going to keep Reigns out of the title hunt as long as they can.
Which is smart.
It is. So
It
he thinks they're going to keep this feud going. That's interesting.
Okay, that makes sense.
You get credit for that, Justin.
I'll buy that.
Then their SummerSlam match could be like a big stipulation kind of thing.
Correct.
Reigns kick his ass.
And then he adds in he's going to kick his ass at SummerSlam. The ultimate Roman Reigns fan. And me, the ultimate anti-Roman Reigns. So this is actually a real funny relationship.
Go get your, your bet.
Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler for the WWE title.
Actually really looking forward to this one.
I'm looking forward to the match.
Yes. I'm going to say Kofi, but I can't wait for this match.
Yeah, me too.
Kofi needs to retain, but it's going to be a good match.
It's good to make Ziggler look credible again.
It's tough. I mean, also at the same time, how can you make him look credible then have
and then
immediately run into the same thing?
Well, let me ask you this. Aside from Buddy Murphy in the Australia show, a title has not actually changed hands over there at all in any of these shows.
Yeah, you're right.
I think you're right.
With the exception of that, which makes total sense since he was from Australia.
Yeah.
Any other title has ever been dropped during any of these shows.
Right.
Fair point.
I'm definitely still going with Kofi.
Yeah.
We got Lars Sullivan versus the Lucha House Party.
Oh my
I
God.
think we all know what's going to happen.
Well, it's Lars, and I don't give a shit.
It's Lars, and again, I don't give a shit either.
Yeah.
It's going to be a waste of time, whatever.
It's going to be a big squash.
I hope they open the show with it and like whatever.
Unless they're really bringing down the punishment hammer on Lars.
Yeah.
That doesn't see it happening any other way.
Can you imagine if that's his punishment and it's to take a
Oh,
drop
shit.
house party?
That's still, even though it's 3 against 1, that's still, a bullshit
Pretty
thing
good.
that happened to Lars. That's still a punishment.
Just throw No Way Jose in there on top of it, and we're all set.
And bring back, who was the first party person?
Adam Rose.
Adam Rose. Bring him in as well.
He actually just retired from the ring.
I thought he was going to say bring back El Torito.
Bring out Adam Rose to lead just
And the bunny.
all them all out. Big party chant. And combine the music together.
Oh, God. Wasn't the bunny Justin Gabriel?
I think the bunny was multiple people.
I remember at one point it being Justin Gabriel, though. That'd be
Kind of like Suicide was multiple people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was for Daniels for a little bit, but it was mainly TJ.
Mm-hmm.
Last match of the night, Rollins and, Day and Baron Corbin with Brock Lesnar looming.
I don't even care.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Seth Rollins, but I swear.
But Baron Corbin does absolutely nothing for me.
I'm going to go Lesnar.
A Lesnar cash? Ooh.
See, now here's a time when I can actually root for Brock Lesnar. Let's have, for some odd reason, let's have Baron Corbin beat Seth Rollins and then have Brock Lesnar come out
And then get cashed in on.
Baron Corbin.
What if,
That'd be the ultimate.
make a slight add-on to that. What if you have Corbin win the match with Brock's help and Brock just pulls the rug under his feet?
Yeah.
Acts like he's celebrating with him and just immediately F5 cash in.
Right. Or could Brock pull a Seth Rollins and involve himself and make it a triple threat?
That would be fun.
But again, are we going to have a title change in Saudi Arabia?
Right.
Have him kind of same situation and have him come out with the dancing with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
All those different gifts they had with Brock and the briefcase with different songs in the background is funny as hell.
Yeah, that's
and
fun.
then Celebration, you have him doing that with the title.
Yeah, he could play air guitar with
that Hogan style. The whole
Yeah.
while listening to the boombox.
There you go.
Traded the boombox for the air guitar for the title. Still ultimately I'm going to pick Rollins.
I can't picture a cash in and a belt change in Saudi Arabia. I hate to
With how much they're paying, I can see anything happening.
say like it's going to be like, one of the few wrestlers that got the briefcase and didn't cash in successfully. But he also may pull a I changed my mind and I'm not going to cash it in again on Friday either, just like he did last night.
True.
And
That's
I'm
another
wondering,
good
are
point.
they going to make is the Goldberg Taker match supposed to be the main event, like the last match?
It seems like they were billing that as the actual main event.
It should be.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then I definitely can't see a cash in because I can't see that being overshadowed.
I could somewhat see that because Brock is technically not the face. So they could push that at kind of midway point.
But let's put it this way. If they're asking these fans, what do you really want to see? And they say they want to see Yokozuna versus the Ultimate Warrior. That's why Goldberg and the Undertaker's happening.
Yeah.
Remember the old timers.
Closest thing to that. Yeah.
Taker and Goldberg, but they don't know the current product as well. If that's what their survey,
Really? Yeah.
feud survey says.
I mean, aren't they still getting 1980s music or something?
Yeah.
Probably so. They probably still think John Cena's the champion. When was the last time that happened?
I love that
Probably
new
think
song,
Hulk
Cruel
Hogan's
Summer.
champ.
Cruel Summer by Bananarama.
Yeah, Baratarama. I
And
love.
he's healed to the Iron Sheik.
Yes. Oh my God. Can you imagine if he made a cameo?
Well, if you recall, one of the Saudi shows, the second one, fucking the Davaris came out.
Yeah.
And they were from Iran, and then they had that month dude from Saudi Arabia. That whole
I just got
come out.
General Adnan, Colonel Mustafa, and Sergeant Slaughter flashback.
yeah.
Attention!
No, they'd have to wheel Sheik out for that. That's not gonna happen.
I wonder how much
love
money they would actually have to
Slaughter's
pay
heel
Sergeant.
promos, though.
I wonder how much money they actually have to pay Sergeant Slaughter to actually go back to that character.
God.
Probably a lot. Actually, I don't know. That's a good question.
I don't think he's even in condition to do anything at this point.
I know, but can you imagine if they had like General Adnan, Colonel Mustafa, and Sergeant Slaughter? They would have to pay a pretty amount of
Iranian sympathizer this time.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
No, a Saudi sympathizer.
Yeah.
depends how well Sergeant Slaughter has handled his funds. If he's done really well, it'll be a lot. If he hasn't, then it'll be a little bit lower.
Now,
Now
correct me
we're
if I'm wrong.
talking.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I seem to recall in one of the Saudi shows, I don't remember which one it was, USA chants. Am I wrong? Did that happen?
With Hogan, they actually got the USA.
Oh, right. Yeah. When Hogan.
I don't know a single
American.
thing. I don't know a single wrestling fan alive though that wouldn't give a USA chant or some form of chant like that when you're in the presence of Hulk Hogan.
Hulk fucking Hogan. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
That or Jim Duggan.
yeah, exactly. But But I don't think. I mean, he was still getting USA chants even when he was Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah.
When you get an NWO, they would do like USA or something for him because that's just the epitome of what his character has always been.
Yeah. Real American. And the WCW theme was American made, right?
Yes.
Which wasn't bad, actually.
With the same first three chords. Just so it was like, wait a minute, what?
I know all the words to that one too.
You know the one to the WCW one?
Yeah.
Go for it. Jukebox.
He's got the red, white, and blue running through his veins. He was born and raised in the US of A.
I love it.
With a little more confidence, that would have been.
I'm no singer, so.
Oh, you had the voice. Just not the confidence.
Oh, I could get high if you need me to.
I think Eric and I will concur, though, that when we were at our high school graduation and they played Pomp and Circumstance, we were the only two people thinking of Macho Man and Elizabeth.
Yes.
I think we
I did
actually
not
looked
think
at
of those.
each other after we graduated, too.
Yeah. I remember, like flipping up my cap, and I'm like, where is it? Where'd it go?
Yep.
Well, shit, where is it?
It was a hot day when we graduated. It was.
Meanwhile, I still have it. I still have my cap and gown.
So do I. Would you remember what the real excitement of our graduation was?
What's that?
Teresa Campos going into labor.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And meanwhile, she just became a
grandmother.
Not too recently.
Yeah, someone we went to school with became a grandmother.
Oh, boy.
Jenny did too. Jenny just.
Well, she became a mother at.
Two
what?
people did. Hillary did also.
Well, Hillary was already, yeah.
She's got a head start on everybody.
And yeah, like Ryan, you're what, like 21?
Making me blush. 32.
Dude, I got carded, and I was so happy. I was like, thank you so much for the
Isn't that
card.
the best when that happens?
I love it.
Someone said to me on the field trip or whatever to me about, are you her aunt? I'm like, I love you. Oh, I'm her mom, but I appreciate it.
Do you know how many people I talk to that look at me and they say, "There's no way you're going to be 40." How is that? They're like, "How are you going to be 40?" I'm like, "It's true. I was born in 1979. I swear."
A lot of kids were saying that, like on the field trip and everything. Like, you don't look old enough to be like that. Like you're going to be 40. I'm like, yeah.
Bless your heart.
Thanks. That's why I color the hair, do the piercings and everything, so I still feel young. But thanks, appreciate it.
We are coming up at the top of the hour.
Don't you dare be sour.
Yeah.
Because for all we know, the New Day could be coming up on SmackDown Live.
I was going to say, clap your hands and tune into SmackDown Live and feel the power.
That's right. But remember, the War Report brought to you by Tag Me Date, the first and only dating site for wrestling fans. And our apps are up. Everything's absolutely free. Get it while you can.
Before we get our boat money, right?
Yes, before I'm on a boat, motherfucker. You know?
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah. So, to all of you, even including Sarah from Nebraska,
We know you're watching.
yes, we know you're watching. You're not even a mom.
We still appreciate you.
If you guys want to see,
If I get an email from her this week, I am going to fucking kill you, okay?
but go back if you're interested. Go into our archives. You can see all our stuff on. Ryan, aren't we? Besides YouTube, where are we now? Also,
We are on SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify.
We're getting out there.
Search Tag Me a Date, all one word. Tag me a date. Tag me a date. Tag me a date.
And also, don't forget to ask the War Report. Bring your questions to Kat, tweet Amanda, or what, however you want.
It's askthewarreport@gmail.com, or you could do hashtag askthewarreport on Twitter and Instagram. And then you get to talk with either me or Amanda.
The lovely women of Tag Me.
Yep.
There's also the chat on the YouTube channel also. So if you have anything that you want to add during the show, you can chat with us live during the show.
That's right.
Or if you disagree with what we're saying, feel free to chime in.
Oh, yeah.
Drop a knowledge bomb.
You disagree with us, though. Come on.
Yes. You cannot.
It's not a prerequisite. You don't have to agree with
Yeah.
us. Welcome all opinions.
Definitely. But with that being said, to conclude our show, tune in next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Bam.